going on, Top Fans? It's Chris from CYB TV, and I'm back. Sorry, it's been a while. Just taking care of some things going on off outside of YouTube, but I'm here. I'm back. Let's just get right into it. Our Toffees, our beloved Blues, they've been really working hard, really doing what they can, really showing that they mean business. They want to compete in the top level. They want to compete at the highest level, compete with the big boys. They've spent a crap ton of money, and it looks like it's not going to stop where they have already left off. We've signed Sandro Ramirez. We have signed Jordan Pickford. We have signed Davy Klaassen, Michael Keane, Onyeka Kuru. For our young Blues, we signed Josh Bowler, or I believe that's his name. We're still going after Sigurdsson. We've signed Wayne Rooney. Wayne is home. I think that's about it. We're linked with the likes of Mahrez. We're linked with the likes of Theo Walcott. We're linked with Balde Keita from Lazio. We've been linked with a crap ton of players, and it just doesn't look like it's stopping there. Yesterday, we've been linked with Loic Remy, who is a player who I admire, honestly. He brings experience, he brings pace, which is something we might need. We've signed practically every player that we have listed, that we have seen we've been linked so far. Or not, we've put bids in, we've worked hard, but some of these players, I mean, they get attracted to bigger teams who are competing at higher levels, but that doesn't matter. We've shown that we mean business, and it doesn't look like it's stopping there. We might go all the way until the last minute, the last hour of the transfer deadline in August, and I just can't wait till the season gets started. So we've already played one friendly against Gor Mahia in Tanzania. We've finished that tour. We're off already in Holland. I believe Tuesday or Wednesday we're playing a friendly. But Wayne, he scored his first goal, being, coming back home, wearing the number 10 jersey. He scored his first goal. And it was a thunderbolt, honestly. It was from like 30 yards. That was very it was a trademark Wayne Rooney goal. And along in that game, we've got to see some of the, we got to see Tommy Davis play again with a new kit number, but we're going to get into that. We've seen Michael Keane, who I believe played very well. He's showing his skill. He's showing how promising that he can be. And it's gonna be exciting to see him, play with who's probably gonna be his partner, Ashley Williams. It's gonna be very exciting to see them two play together. We've also got to see Kieran Dowell. We got to see more of Adamo Lookman, who didn't really play too much after he came over from Charlton Athletic. Sorry. He played, obviously played a little bit during the season, but came out the side and, played more of a squad role. But we got to see him. He actually was the one to set up Wayne Rooney's goal. And a wonderful turn that he does. He's a fantastic player. We didn't get to see Sandro. He believed he was on holiday, but he's now joined up with the team. And same thing with Jordan Pickford. He's joined up with the team. And our new signing today, Cuco Martina, who's joined up with the squad today. Just a little bit about Cuco Martina. Yeah. He's a Dutch-born player. Believe he plays in Central America somewhere. I'm not really sure where. He's a right back who can also play center back. He's kind of tall, about 6'1". The boss is keen on him. He spoke a little bit about him today. He told us what he's going to be bringing to the team. He says that he's very good with defensive coverage, so maybe he's not too much of an attacking type of fullback, like a Mason Holgate, who might do better sitting back and not really pushing up too far. Might have to do with his size. Maybe he's not as mobile, but he did score a goal against Arsenal for Southampton. I believe that was his first year with Southampton. He's been there for 2 years. He made 24 appearances for them. So that probably has to do with the coming in I guess the performance of Cedric Suarez, sorry, his competition at Southampton, which ultimately took him out the team. So I'm honestly I'm pretty content with the signing. Kuka he or Kuko, sorry, Kuko Martina. He seems like he seems very down to earth. I honestly can see what the boss sees in him. He does, from what I've seen, he does bring a lot of defensive coverage. So, I mean, that could be good. He is 27, so maybe he can be a bit of an influence on John Joe Kenny and Mace. So, I mean, that's all I can really say about him. I haven't seen too much of him, but excuse me, I do see the defensive coverage that the boss was saying. Um, let's talk about the Ross Barkley situation really quick because I really want to talk about Tommy's number chain. When the squad numbers were released last week, I looked, I was excited for them because I wanted to see what our new signings were going to wear. Yannick, he's going to be wearing the number 7 jersey, which was left by now departed Jared Delafeu. Davy Classen is going to be wearing number 20, which was once occupied by Ross Barkley. Wayne's going to be wearing number 10. Sandra's going to be wearing number 9. Jordan Pickford has taken Joel Robles' number. He's going to be wearing number 1. And Michael Keane's going to be wearing number 4. For the most part, everything else was, the same. I was kind of hoping that, at the time, I was kind of hoping that Tommy was going to get a new number change because I did say on a Reddit post, I was saying, I think Tommy deserves the number 7 jersey. Not thinking that, Yannick Bolasie was going to get it because he is wearing the number 14 jersey, well, was. Now he's wearing number 7. Also, I was very, very happy to see that Omar Nias now has a kit number, meaning the boss might give him a chance. I mean, on his time out at Hull, he did do pretty well. He scored a few goals. I always thought he deserved more of a chance. He didn't really get a chance under Martinez. Well, he did. He didn't do so well, and everybody's calling him a flop. And I guess I fell under that. But after seeing that the goals he did score for Hull, he did help him out a little bit. Ultimately, they got relegated, but he did help out a little bit, and I was like, maybe the boss should give him a chance. Also, hearing that he didn't have a locker and stuff, that kind of got to me. It's pretty sad, but he's now got a kit number, and maybe the boss will give him a chance. Now that Rom is gone, we do need strikers. He does bring a bit of pace and strength, so that might be a good chance for him. But at the time when the kit numbers were released, everybody had the same number. Ross had 8, which is the number he was given at the beginning of last season, in the past. But now, in the friendly, we've seen some changes. Ross is not with us on the tour, on any of our tours. Probably has to do with the potential, not say it's going to happen, but the potential move to Spurs, which me and some of you guys and Wayne Rooney as well think it's a bad idea because let's be honest, Spurs, fantastic team. They're real. That might be Chelsea's biggest, maybe besides us, biggest worry next season. At the beginning of this season, whenever it starts, when it starts. But they have a crap ton of midfielders, young and old. And honestly, they don't really need any more. I don't think. Spurs fan might think, but I don't think. And I don't see where Ross might fit in. Yes, he can play out on the wing. Yes, he could play as more of a central midfielder. Yes, he could play as a number 10. Maybe even as a partnered number 9 or something, you know? But it's not gonna help his development. I did see somebody post saying that if Ross Barkley does move to Tottenham, that he's gonna be constantly compared to Dele Alli, who, in my opinion, you guys might hate me, but in my opinion, is a phenomenal player and is definitely better than Ross Barkley. Definitely. He does so much more work. His passes, he picks out better passes. He runs into the box, scores goals. You know, he contributes in all senses of the midfield position. Maybe except defensively, which Ross Barkley doesn't do too well himself either. It's a bad move. I don't think it should happen. You guys probably don't think it should happen. And I mean, who doesn't want to see Ross Barkley, Tom Davis, and Wayne Rooney all playing the same team, right up next to each other, you know, bouncing, pinging balls off each other, and giving Sandro an assist or something. You know, that would be lovely. But now with Ross Barkley, given he hasn't really spoke out like Rom did when he was at the team. He's been to himself, just minding his own business, probably trying to figure himself out. He hasn't really said anything, and that I guess that's kind of bittersweet. It worries us, you know. I'm sure you guys want to see, you know, hear, you know what's going to happen, but nothing's really been released about that, and so it's somewhat worrying. But now it looks like it might happen, unless it's a surprise kit number change, or maybe something not to look too much into. But maybe he's gone. Tommy Davis is taking his kit number. And I did, when I watched the highlights for the friendly and against Gor Mahia in Tanzania, I did see, after Wayne scored his goal, I did see Tom Davis run past him. He was in the shot. Did notice his number, and I thought maybe it was something just for the friendly. It wasn't really anything, but now hearing that it actually is something. Tommy Davis's kit number is actually changed to the number 8. Now it's a bit worrying because I admire Ross. Out of him and Romelu Lukaku, I wanted Rom to go and Ross to stay because I believe he still has something he can work with. And when the whole Wayne Rooney transfer situation first started initially, I did say, even if Wayne just came on loan to us for a little bit, I thought it could help Ross develop. You know, given they're both blues through and through, they both can play similar positions. Even though I don't think Wayne can do it more of a deep lying central midfield position, maybe number 10, definitely number 9, but whatever. I think he can help, and Wayne, and I was very happy to hear that Wayne Rooney came out and said, you know, he belongs here, you know, what he, you know, in the interview that he gave, and I really hope that he stays, especially with the way the team is looking, but with the signing of Davy Klaassen and the potential signing of Sigurdsson, it does look like he might be frozen out of the team, and he's seems to have kind of pulled himself out of the team anyway. He's not on the tours. He's not on our preseason friendlies or anything. So he might have taken himself out. And the boss is probably fed up with all this. So, but he should have some respect and, you know, be proud that he hasn't really came out and spoke all shit like Rom did, you know. But I'm hoping that he stays. I'm hoping that he kind of comes into senses and, you know, ultimately stays with us. But for the rest of the team, it looks phenomenal for us. I'm excited, me personally, about Sandro Ramirez. He is a Barcelona prospect, or was, and he, you know, I've watched some of the highlights, and it's just highlights, just YouTube, but he seems like he brings something that we've definitely needed out of our strikers, you know, pace and skill. Given Romelu Lukaku did bring power and pace, well, some pace, and maybe a few skills here and there, but he's a different type of Sandro Ramirez is a different type of monster. He's same age, but he's so dynamic. He brings so much trickery about his play, and that's something that I've wanted, and I didn't think it would happen because I thought maybe the boss preferred. It seems like he might still prefer big, powerful target man of a striker, considering he has gone after Giroud, and even Loic Remy, who brings pace, but he's big and strong as well. But some of his targets that he's listed, it seems like he's wanted more of a big man, which is understandable because even at Southampton, he's played with, I guess you could say 3 strikers up front, right? And the middle one was always a big man, always a target man, like Charlie Austin, Danny Osvaldo when he was there. So, I'm excited just to see who else we're going to sign. We have been linked with Theo Walcott yesterday, and we've been linked with Riyad Mahrez. Out of the two, I prefer Riyad Mahrez. He's really somebody. I'm excited to see, if we do sign him. We've also been linked with Balde Keita from Lazio, and his fee is only, I think, 20 million pounds, 20 or 30 million pounds. That is cheap compared to what we've spent already. 30 million on Jordan Pickford, 26, almost 30 million on Davy Klaassen. I can't remember the fee that we paid for Michael Keane, but it's pretty cheap. But yeah, Talk fans, that's about it. My camera's dying, so I want to cut this video a bit short. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hit me up on Twitter and all that. You guys already know the deal. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Remember, let me know what you guys think about my new format. I'm filming with a camera, like I said, so just let me know. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.